Hey, what's up? This is the Pain Giver from A Noob's Guide to Gaming, and I'm in Greenscale's Blight, doing one of the two-man chronicles, one of the new things that Rift has to offer for people in their attempt to hold on to their player base and to maybe attract other people to come and try this game out. And I'm in here today with my friend, one of my longtime friends, Ladrong. He's actually playing on his Chloromancer today, Seductive Sin.
Greetings, everybody.
And we're generally, this is just going to be a kind of like give you a chance to get a look if you haven't hit level 50 yet, if you haven't had a chance to run the dungeon yet. We're not really going to do any like guides or anything like that because, I mean, quite honestly, they're not really that hard. I'm pretty confident that I could probably solo this. You know, it'd probably take a while. You have to stop the drain and use about 50 million health pots, but other than that, it's not really that difficult of a dungeon. Jim, have you been in?
Coming in here with the right level of gear and stuff makes this quite trivial at level 50. So, I mean, we can just go about our way and have fun.
Alright, so if you've watched any of my other videos, like for League of Legends, which is the majority of the videos that I pretty much do are for League of Legends, you know that I don't really like to kind of have any kind of agenda or any topic or anything like that. I just like to play games, and whatever random conversation or random shit happens during that gameplay is pretty much there, because we do all of these videos and all these commentaries and stuff like that. I like to do live because I feel like it's better there. I feel like it's more entertaining, and I feel like you get to see the good and the bad.
And he enjoys putting me on the spot.
Absolutely, because Jim does not like to talk.
Jim does not like hearing his own voice, but I will make do for the team.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start pulling here. I'm going to be doing some pretty big pulls, so hopefully I won't die. Okay, that guy's already padded all the way down there, so we'll just go this way. And I'm playing a warrior. And I don't know, I kind of like the warrior. I'm feeling it. It's not bad. I think there's some obvious things that I probably would have liked, maybe being a little bit different for the class, but overall I think they did a good job though. What about Chloromancer, Jim? You like playing the Chloromancer?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I honestly feel that it's one of the easiest classes to play in the game. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. They're very easy. Easy to get the hang of. It's basically 2-3 buttons.
Easy is good. A lot of people, I don't know, I guess they go out of the way, they want to do things the hard way, you know what I mean? But me, I like things the easy way, because I'm lazy. So if there's two ways of doing things, and one way is very easy and one way is very hard, but I can get the same net result either way, then I'm definitely going to go with the easy way. So that's just me. So these guys all drop pretty easily.
Yeah, as a healer, I'm not able to do so much damage, but I can, as a Chloromancer mage, I'm able to do some damage. Unlike cleric healers in this game, they're basically limited on whatever amount of damage they're able to do. But Chloromancers are comparable to straight DPS classes in this game, to an extent.
Yeah, the first tomb that I rode, if you remember, I was playing a Chloromancer also. I really actually liked them a lot because you're a healer, but you feel like that you're actually bringing like something a little bit more to a group, you know. You're not just heals, you know. You're actually heals, you're helping out with DPS, you know. I like it. I am a fan. I think it's one of the better classes that they've done in this game. Now, as you see, this guy, all these fights are basically, I know there are actual abilities and stuff like that that you're supposed to be watching for and things like that, but it really doesn't take much to where you can just pretty much ignore all of that and just pretty much just steam through this stuff. Like, if you see my health, and I mean, part of it is because Ladrong Jim is actually a pretty good healer, but you see on my health bar rarely even moves at all.
I get credit as a pretty good healer.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Alright, let's see if I can go. You want to lead the way? Because I'll get lost, because I'm a noob.
Alright, yeah, we can go down this way.
Okay. Now, one little thing, whenever me and Jim, we first came here, I pulled like a ton of those guys right there. Like, there was probably about, I don't know, maybe about 8 mobs we had pulled. And if you notice, you see that right there, that little thing going on right there? That's a heal. Now, what's causing that heal is those orb guys. So the orb guys need to be killed. As long as those orbs are up, they're going to heal, and you're not going to be able to do enough DPS to where you can take these guys down. You pretty much wind up just getting stuck, non-stop DPSing these guys.
Someone who apparently has a knack for making me need to turn around a lot right now. I'm not gonna name any names.
I don't know, it's like I have ADD whenever I'm playing this game. It's like I can't sit still.
He also finds it hard to stay the same spec for more than a day.
Yeah. And I've been thinking because, Star Wars The Old Republic is coming out here pretty soon. And that's really one of the things that I'm not liking. They want you to pick a spec, pick a role, and kind of, stay that role. You're pretty much going to be that role forever. I mean, you can change specs, you can respec and stuff like that, but they're saying that they're going to make the penalty for respecing kind of high because they want people to kind of, find a role and kind of fill that role. And, I think that really sucks.
And on that note, that brings us to our favorite boss.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is when I go up here and I attack this chick, those 2 guys that are kneeling beside her, they're going to morph and they're going to come charge again her. She's going to become immune. Now, what you want to do is you want to pull the 2 guys out of that room because they're going to be healing her and stuff. So it makes the fight go on forever if you don't separate those guys from her. I mean, I'm not sure, I've never even did any of the raids. Like, I don't play this game that much. I got to level 50. I did some of the T1 and T2 dungeons and stuff like that, but I never made it into raiding. So I don't know how similar these bosses are to their counterpart in the actual 10-man, 20-man raids. But, alright, so let me go ahead and pull.
I will crush you with the power of rampant growth.
So, if anyone's like wondering, what class I'm playing and stuff like that, or what kind of build I'm using, because that's kind of one of the things that Rift is famous for, is the million different variations of each class. For this, I'm with Paladin, Warlord, / Reaver build. The majority of my points are, of course, in Paladin. The other specs I run with, I have a 51-point Void Knight spec spec that I run with, and I have like a max mitigation spec that I run that's pretty much the same kind of thing, Reaver, Paladin, Warlord, Hybrid. Reaver, Paladin, Void Knight, excuse me, build. But none of those builds are really necessary for this. Like I said, this really isn't that intense or anything like that. It's not like it's that hard, so.
Don't forget to be burning them orbs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, anytime you see an orb, it's probably a good idea to kill the orb because it will make this fight go a long, long time.
Yes, they help heal the boss.
So that's all you have to do is pretty much just pay attention whenever you see one of them spawn. Make sure you switch targets. Go ahead and take it out really quickly before it has a chance to get any heals off in. It's pretty much an easy fight. So, Jim, what games are you looking forward to playing? Anything coming out that you're looking forward to?
Star Wars, The Old Republic, hands down The Old Republic. Guild Wars. Once I get my new computer, I'm planning on trying out The Witcher 2, of course. Gotta be playing all them new gen games, man. I'm way behind on the tech here, but I'm trying to get caught up in the time for the new gaming releases.
Greenscale will
Good job.
consume my life energy and destroy you all.
Okay, we can go back this way.
You know, I remember that one time when we came in here and there was that random boss was in here, and I don't think I've seen him again since then.
He is actually a rare spawn that gives an achievement. I believe his name is Blight.
Yeah.
And he usually spawns right around this corner here. And he just so happens to be up.
Wow. We're lucky.
Yeah. So now everybody knows where he is. He is a rare spawn. So go ahead and show him who's boss.
I'm going to give you guys one thing that I do like about this game. I really do like the graphics. It's really cool. I mean, it's a fantasy MMO, and I mean, of course, there's like a million of those out there right now, but I think graphically, this game, it really does set itself apart from the other ones. They went for more of a realistic fantasy look, and I think that was a good idea. Because, I mean, not like I'm trying to bag on, you know, World of Warcraft or anything like that, but I don't know. I never really was a fan of that game graphically. Go ahead.
Yeah, no doubt this game does play a lot like World of Warcraft. Even some of the skill names represent those that are in World of Warcraft. But the game graphically and content-wise are actually far superior to World of Warcraft. World events are updated monthly, and each month there's different rewards, and now they offer veteran rewards where you can get bonus experience and whatnot whenever you're playing for a certain amount of months.
Check, look at that guy. That is really cool looking. Alright. Moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of these guys.
Go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, so I think the majority of people, as far as in the MMO world, are all waiting for either Guild Wars 2 or Star Wars: The Old Republic, or a combination of both. Like I look forward to playing both games. You know, that's one of the good things about Guild Wars is there's no subscription fee. You basically, once you buy the game, it's pretty much yours forever. The only thing that you do have to buy is for the expansions or stories that they're going to be releasing, like after release, after launch and stuff like that. Those you have to pay for, but I mean that's a lot better to me than the whole monthly subscription plan. Even though I don't mind that even, you know, so much, as long as there's content that justifies the subscription fee. You know, I don't want to feel like I'm just giving these guys, you know, $15 a month and getting nothing in return, like as far as the upkeep of the game.
I would have to add that Rift is definitely one of those games that does give you quality monthly releases of updates and content. And I mean, they're planning on releasing an entire new continent in the upcoming 1.6 patch, which I've tested myself on their public test shard, and it seems to be pretty nice. And I advise a lot of you to check this out if you're Rift players.
Yeah, this is definitely a AAA MMO. You know, this isn't. They didn't skimp on anything. I can't really think of too much about this game that I don't like. I mean, the only thing about it is really similar to WoW. So for me, having played World of Warcraft for a long time, I was kind of burnt out on that whole genre of game. So it kind of felt like I've done this all before. I kind of got that feel from it, but it's by no means a bad MMO or anything like that. It's actually it's a pretty good game, man. Like if you never have picked up World of Warcraft, if this was your first time ever playing an MMO, ever seeing an MMO, this is a really good one. And
yeah, especially when your tank is lost.
Hey, I'm trying to take the scenic route here.
Back this way, sir.
Yeah, for the most part, we're almost done with this instance. Alright, so Infiltrator Jolin.
Let's clear the side first, please.
You want to?
Yeah, for kiting purposes.
Okay. Or we can grab the boss and those guys.
Let's do it.
I think that's a better idea.
I concur, Doctor.
You dare to interfere with the sacred work of Prince Hylas? Greenscale will devour all that you hold dear.
Now let's just see if I can just sit here and eat all of this damage, not run out of his little AoE thing and stuff. Or it does like a little knockback too, that's kind of annoying, so I might actually go ahead and try to avoid that.
Fear not the Reaper.
I just hate knockbacks. Just one of the things, I do believe that is the most annoying thing in any MMO is knockback. See, like that. And then you're stunned and stuff like that, and it's, I don't know, it's just really an annoying mechanic, and I don't understand why they would put that in any game at all. Especially whenever it's like, you're level, like level cap here is level 85. So, I mean, excuse me, level 50. I said level 85, that was World of Warcraft flashback. But you're level 50. And you're going through a low-level area, you know, maybe a level 30 area and stuff like that, and you're getting knocked back by mobs and stuff like that, or dismounted and disarmed and stuff like that. I never understood that. I don't understand why they design games where it's not the same thing that works going forward doesn't work going backwards. Meaning that if I'm level 10 and I'm trying to fight level 15 mobs, I'm going to miss a lot. I'm not going to hit them every time. I'm going to miss a lot. I'm not going to be able to hit them very hard and things like that. I don't understand why they don't do that same thing for us. You know what I mean? Why should I be disarmed by a mob that's 20 levels lower than me? I don't understand it.
Yeah, those dogs just leapt upon me and stunned me in place, interrupting my heals. Gotta love it. Prince Hylas.
Have you come to beg me once again, Shyla?
I love this
Get
conversation.
down on your knees and make it lovely.
Shut up and listen to
maybe
it.
I will consider sparing you.
Oh, Hylas, the time for all of that is long past. I'm done with playing the lovelorn fool. I'm not here to beg you. I'm here to kill you.
Shyla, I'm taken aback. Of all the things the Vigil gave you, I wasn't expecting one of them to be a backbow.
Make your peace, Hylas. Make your peace with the gods, for I will not be asking them to forgive you.
Yeah. So,
I call you, Atrophineus. I call you once more from the beyond.
now it turns into a threesome.
Yeah, my favorite part was whenever he told her to get down on her knees and make
Your
it
master
lovely.
abandoned you to your fate, and the Ascended freed you from Regulus. I thought you might consider a new allegiance.
You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this chick probably had like a messed up upbringing. If you look at her choice in men, you have one guy who is obviously very effeminate back there in the back. You know, and then she goes to this extreme. This guy right here, this half goat man.
I see that this situation
Half goat, half demon.
Yeah, you know. I'm just gonna go out on this on a limb here and say she probably has daddy issues.
Hey, most girls do nowadays. It's nothing new. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Now, you see this swirling AoE right here? You should probably run out of that. but of course, I'm just going to stand here and eat it. Because that's what the cool kids do. Or the lazy kids, depending on how you look at it. Oh God, Prince Hylas unleashes his wrath. Oh my God.
Not the wrath! No! Anything but. He turned me into a rabbit. I'm a rabbit. You appear to be a rabbit too, sir.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, we're gonna mess this guy up now, man. Nobody turns me into a rabbit and gets away with it.
That's a pretty big axe that guy has back there.
Oh yeah.
He's obviously overcompensating for something.
No! How could you?
Yeah, take that, you rabbit
See each
turning
other again
SOB.
soon, after Greenscale devours you.
My, what a surprise. The pink-powdered fairy queen herself hunts Greenscale. Stand aside. You wouldn't want to ruffle your coiffure.
That's a wicked-looking wound, Dacia. What do you plan to do to Lord Greenscale? Bleed on him?
Now, ladies.
This is an interesting threesome.
To go around.
Fine, but don't get in the way of my spear, Shyla.
Alright, so now we're going to the final boss.
Fair enough, Dacia. I won't be troubling to cast any of my healing in your direction. So when he tears open your leotard, don't look at me.
Greenscale's prison. Alright, I'm gonna go grab all these guys.
And I'll stand back here and look pretty.
You do that, buddy. Did I mention that I hate knockback? I'm not sure if I mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't recall you mentioning that.
Alright, so let me place myself up against this wall. Oh, I still got knocked back. Oh, God.
Way to LOS me, bro.
Dude, it's not me doing it on purpose. I'm getting like chain knockback and stuff, man. Like I said, easily the most annoying mechanic in any MMO.
Fortunately for warriors, there is a soul you can use named Paragon that has the skill Way of the Mountain that you can use to prevent yourself from being knocked back. That's another perk to this game, is that you can tailor your the way that you want to play to what's actually needed for whatever fight you're preparing to do.
I'm so
Yeah, really? I was actually going to let them get a look at this guy, but those guys were like in too much of a hurry. They wanted to get this fight going. But look at that, though. This game is really nice graphically.
Yeah, that is a big old dragon.
It's like a frog dragon. It's absolutely realistic that, you know, my little ass can actually go in here and beat this big ass monster.
Hey, we have some help.
And as you can see, there's a bunch of little things like growing up and stuff like that. Those things pop up, explode, do damage, stuff like that. If you're coming in here as a non-tanking class or trying to solo this or without a healer and stuff like that, you kind of, you know, feel free to avoid all of the damage that I'm not worrying about at all. That's pro tip of the day. Stay out of the bad shit on the ground.
Yeah, flowers sprouting out of the ground with red names are bad, okay? Uh-oh, he's looking at me.
Yeah, I think he was having bad thoughts about you.
Uh-oh. Can't be having that. Can't have him be mistaking me for a real woman.
And there we go. Boom.
Now, he's going to have to retreat back to Dragonland and be made the laughingstock of his people.
Alright, so this was the Pain Giver. Signing out from A Noob's Guide to Gaming, Greenscale's Prison. Thanks for watching. Later, guys.